not. I mean, he was Satchel Paige. And many years later, in 1971, he finally is inducted into the Hall of Fame after a long debate about whether black players who had accomplished things in the Negro Leagues deserved to be at Cooperstown. Tell us about what did it mean to Satchel to finally make the Hall of Fame?
Well, first I got to tell you that when he finally in 1971 made the Hall of Fame, he was the first player in the country to make the Hall based not on his record in the major leagues, but based on his record in the Negro Leagues. And this was an extraordinary honor. But the Hall of Fame initially said, we're going to bring you into the Hall of Fame, but we're going to put you in a separate corridor. And there was such an outcry from the press and from fans who said, geez, this guy had to play his baseball in a segregated world, and you're now talking about segregating the Hall of Fame. It's just amazing.
You mean there would be the regular major league players, and then there would be a separate room for Negro League players?
There would be. They
Right.
would have had a separate and clearly unequal room for Negro Leaguers. But Satchel let other people at that point protest that. And what he said was, this is the proudest moment of my life, and it's just amazing. He was finally not just being able to play in an integrated baseball world, but he was being honored by the denizens of baseball for all the years that he had played in the shadow world of the Negro Leagues. And he eventually was put into, they broke down that barrier, that notion of having a segregated area for the Negro Leaguers, and he was in the real Hall of Fame with everybody else. But he didn't care what part of it he was in. He just cared that finally the white baseball world was acknowledging how great he had been in all those years when they didn't pay attention to him.